just had to let you know you're.
Definition of needs. Needs are things that a person must have to live, stay healthy and function properly in daily life. They are important because without them, it can be difficult to survive or live comfortably. Example of needs include food, water, shelter, clothing, and healthcare. In simple words, needs are basic necessities that are essential for life and well-being.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nisa Damia and I would like to talk about the definition of wants. Wants are things that people desire or would like to have but that are not necessary for survival or basic living. Examples of wants are a new smartphones, designer clothes, video games, and even a luxury cars. In this economics, wants are different from needs, which are essential things such as food, water, shelter, and clothing.
In the contemporary world, needs are things that people require to live comfortably and function well in modern society. Besides basic needs like food, water, shelter, and clothing, people today also need access to education, healthcare, transportation, and technology, such as smartphones or the internet. This need helps individuals communicate, work, learn, and adapt to daily life in today's fast-changing world.
Now that we understand what is contemporary needs, now I would like to talk about contemporary wants. Contemporary wants are modern-day desires for goods and services that are influenced by current trends, technology, and lifestyles that are not essential for basic survival. For example, many people now want the latest smartphone, high-speed internet, streaming subscriptions such as Netflix and Spotify, and also branded clothing and shoes. These are considered contemporary wants because they reflect the needs and preferences of people living in today's world. To conclude, needs are essential for living, while wants improve comfort and lifestyle. Knowing the difference helps people make better choices and spend wisely.
Fourth challenge in the contemporary world. Next, I will explain the challenges in today's world. Nowadays, it is difficult for people to differentiate between needs and wants. The first challenge is social media influence. We often see influencers, promotion, new product, and this makes us feel like we need buy them. The second challenges is peer pressure. Sometimes we buy something because our friends have it, even though we do not really need it. Another challenge is online shopping. Shopping apps like Shopee, TikToks make it very easy to buy things anytime and anywhere. Lastly, marketing and advertisement encourage people to spend more money by offering discounts, promotion, and attractive advertisement. For example, sometimes we think a product is a need, but actually it is only a one because we are influenced by trend. That's why it is important to think carefully before buying something and always separate our needs from our wants.
Now that my group mates have truly explained the differences between needs and wants in today's modern world, the real question arises. Why is it so crucial for us to strike a balance between the two? Why can't we just give in to all our desires? First and foremost, it prevents financial wastage. When we learn to separate our actual survivor's needs from our temporary desires, we avoid falling into the trap of impulse buying. This allows us to channel our hard-earned money into savings for emergencies or long-term goals. Secondly, it keeps us out of debt. In our contemporary world, we are constantly tempted by convenience like buy now, pay later, and credit cards. If we consistently prioritize our wants over our actual budget, we can easily accumulate overwhelming debt. Balancing these two ensures a healthy and stress-free financial life. Lastly, from a personal standpoint, it builds self-discipline and contentment. By managing our desires, we train ourselves to resist consumer pressure and social media trends, making us appreciate what we already have. To conclude, living in a modern, fast-paced world doesn't mean we can never treat ourselves to our wants. It is completely fine to reward ourselves occasionally. However, the key is moderation and living within our means. We must maintain high financial disciplines, ensuring our essentials needs are fully met before we allocate resources to our wants. Remember, making smart financial choices today is the ultimate blueprint for a secure and comfortable future. That concludes our good presentation on needs versus want in the contemporary modern world. Thank you so much for your time and bye. How can we avoid buying things we don't need?
Okay, we shop, make a shopping list, set a budget, and think carefully before buying something. We should ask ourselves whether it is a need or just a want.
Okay, which challenge do you think has the biggest influence on people today?
I think social media has a biggest influence because many people spend a lot of time online and easily influenced by trend and influencers more.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay. It's today's modern world. How can young adults resist the temptation of buy now, pay later features to maintain a good balance between needs and wants?
Okay, the best way is to practice in the 24-hour rules. Before checking out an item that is one, wait for 24 hours. These cooling off periods help reduce impulse buying and give us time to think if we truly need it or can actually afford it without relying on credit.
Okay, social media constantly promotes new trends. How can we stay content with what we have without feeling pressures to buy our wants?
I think we need to practice digital detox or curate our social media feeds. Unfollow brands or influencers that constantly trigger the urge to spend. Instead, focus on tracking our personal financial goals, which builds long-term contentment over temporary trends. That's all.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, what is your name? Hi, my name is Hanan Ashkin binti Muhammad Azul Nisa. Okay, why do many people find it difficult to distinguish between needs and wants? Okay, so from my point of view, I think that many people find it different to tell the difference between what they need and what they want. I think it is because they are easily influenced by social media, by advertisement, and also influenced by friends. Actually, I think that this thing make them feel like things that they only want are actually things that they need. Sometimes, from my point of view, I also think that people also want to follow the trend or to compare themselves with others. So they end up buying unnecessary things. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we continue to the next. Okay, what is your name? My name is Nurnisna binti Muhammad Shukri. Okay, can you give me, for example, needs and wants? Oh yes. For example, needs, food and water are need because we need them to live. Next, buying the latest smartphone is one if our current phone is still working well. Okay, thank you.
No. Okay, I want to ask you some questions. What is your name?
My name is Anne.
Okay. I want to ask, in your opinion, how has technology changed people's needs and wants?
In my opinion, technology has created a new needs such as internet, access for education and work. At the same time, it has increased wants such as buying the latest gadgets or premium subscriptions. Hi, Miss. I want to ask you some question. Before that, what is your name?
Lisa.
I want to ask, what's the difference between needs and wants?
I think needs are essential for survival, while wants are based on personal preference and also can improve quality of life, but not necessary.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I just had to let you know you're